When officials fail to defend the Constitution, citizens must take action. It is time for the people to strike a grand jury. A constitutional nation relies on its officials being openly committed to the rule of law and protecting the people's rights. We must hold officials accountable. When those entrusted with public power refuse to affirm their duty to defend the Constitution, protect fundamental freedoms, and uphold the rule of law, a serious situation has occurred. Citizens are the sovereign source of authority. Public officials are temporary stewards, not powerless observers, and citizens are the sovereign source of lawful authority. When normal channels of accountability fail, citizens must reestablish oversight. One of the most important mechanisms for this purpose is the grand jury. The grand jury is citizen oversight of government power. It's a common law institution that predates modern democracy, serving to place citizens between government power and injustice. Historically, grand juries had the authority to investigate misconduct, examine evidence, summon witnesses, and determine if crimes occurred. They protected the public from abuse of authority and belonged to the people. This institution developed from the same constitutional tradition that produced the Magna Carta, the English common law, parliamentary democracy, and the rule of law itself. These principles became part of Canada's constitutional structure through the Constitution Act, 1867, establishing a system similar to that of the United Kingdom, including citizen oversight in the justice system. Citizen oversight is needed now due to serious concerns across Canada, including the erosion of open court processes, expansion of administrative decision-making, and declining public accountability. When citizens ask officials to confirm their commitment to the Constitution and those officials refuse to answer clearly, the problem is not the question. The problem is the silence. In a constitutional democracy, officials should have no difficulty answering this question. Do you affirm your duty to uphold the Constitution and protect the rights and freedoms of the people? If officials cannot answer directly, citizens are justified in taking the next lawful step, organizing citizen oversight through the grand jury principle. A citizens' grand jury movement's goal is not chaos or mob rule. The goal is lawful, peaceful, constitutional oversight carried out by citizens. Remember, the goal is lawful, peaceful, constitutional oversight carried out by citizens, not chaos or mob rule. Step 1. Form a citizen committee. This committee should include respected community members like retired professionals, tradespeople, educators, veterans, clergy, community leaders, and small business owners. Step 2. Issue a public declaration. The committee must declare a commitment to the Constitution, peaceful lawful action, evidence-based investigation, and protecting civil liberties. The Citizens' Grand Jury exists to examine serious matters of public concern and addresses situations where government accountability appears to have failed. Step 3. Send formal constitutional questions. Officials must first be given the opportunity to answer. Questions should be sent to various elected and appointed officials. Officials should affirm commitment to the Constitution, the rule of law, protection of fundamental freedoms, due process and open courts, and Canadian sovereignty. The absence of a clear answer suggests that some officials may believe they are exempt from their constitutional duties. This is the issue the Grand Jury Initiative addresses. Step 4. Establish the Grand Jury. After receiving unsatisfactory responses, the Citizen Committee will select a grand jury of 23 people at random from the community. The grand jury will elect a foreman and deputy foreman, develop rules, and appoint an unbiased legal advisor. It must be a nonpartisan, neutral body. Step 5. Publish the grand jury's establishment. The committee must inform the public, officials, and law enforcement that a citizens' grand jury is now active. Step 6. Hold public hearings. Hearings should be open. Witnesses may present evidence, and officials should be invited to respond. Transparency protects legitimacy. Step 7. The grand jury deliberates and issues an indictment of misfeasance. The indictment describes the findings and identifies the remedies to restore public trust and constitutional order. Step 8. Distribute the indictment. The indictment is served upon all officials who received the initial questions and is provided to all media outlets. Step 9. Hold officials accountable. Once the facts are established, officials are held accountable by their electors and the grand jury is dissolved. This process reestablishes citizen oversight over public officials through lawful, peaceful, constitutional means. The Grand Jury Initiative is essential for restoring constitutional order and public confidence when government accountability fails. It empowers citizens to defend the rule of law. This video encourages you to learn more about how you can exercise your common law constitutional rights to establish citizen oversight and demand accountability from public officials. The Grand Jury Initiative provides the tools for citizens to establish oversight and restore the constitutional order. It is time for Grand Jury. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this information with others.